Hey friends, welcome back to eLearning Hub, your own learning channel. Today we are going to learn on new topic, level production versus demand-based production. In this topic we are not going through the theoretical bit, we will just see a problem how we can solve, whether we should have a level production or we should change the demand. So we'll just solve a numerical and from that I think it will be clear to you. So let's see what the problem is. Like many times we are having a confusion whether we should have a level production throughout the year, that is we should find the average, what is the average demand, and we should produce that demand. Whenever we are having less requirement, we should produce in this that particular quarter or month for those months in which we will be having higher requirement. Or else we can have like a capacity buffer, we can have more people with us when we are having more demand, and when we can reduce our capacity, or we can have less people when we are having low requirement. So that's demand chasing, and other is level production. So we will work out a numerical on this, and from that we can see which method we should follow. It's not the case in every situation like what the solution will be for this, that will be the case for every situation. Only we will be sharing the method, how we can compare these two methods, like level production versus demand based production. We need to do this comparison whichever situation we are facing. So let's begin with the question. A particular company is producing 3 different types of resins, A, B and C, and its demand in all the 4 quarters of year are given. These demands are in ton. Like for particular resin A, in first quarter there is 9,000 ton of demand. So all the details that's given over there, and other points are also given, like 5 man-hour is required to produce a ton of resin. Like if you want to produce 1 ton of resin, then 5 hours required by one worker, and if you are having 2 workers, then 2.5 hours each. It's like that. A worker can work for 520 hours in a quarter. Similarly, in order to hire a worker, you need to pay rupees 20,000 to an agency. It's not the payment and all, it's the one-time hiring cost. It's like fixed cost that you are going to incur on hiring. And if in case you are firing, like if you are chasing the demand, then definitely you will not be having constant requirement of workers. In some quarter you might require more workers, in some quarter you might require less workers, so there is chances that you lay off some worker. So in case you lay off a worker, then you will have to pay 10,000 to that particular worker as a compensation. And in case of inventory, if you are going for level production, then definitely you will be carrying some inventory. Then inventory carrying cost is rupees 600 per ton per year. So that will come something near about 150 rupees per ton per quarter. That we'll see in the solution part. Then other 2 are just like that, like you are having equal number of working days in every quarter, and like plant is having enough capacity, even if you want to have level production or if you want to have demand based production. Plant is having the sufficient quantity capacity to cater the demand. Only thing is that you need to think about the workers availability and other fixed and variable cost. So let's see how we can tackle this question or tackle this situation. For this I will be solving this particular numerical in Excel sheet, so that my calculation part will be easier to me. Like there I'll just put the formula, then it will be easier for me to calculate just for that only. Otherwise you can have pen and paper also to solve these type of questions. So let's begin with that. And I have just taken the inputs, like whatever data we have been provided with. Now next what I will calculate, how much man hour is required in every quarter. So it's given that 5 man hour is required to produce a single ton of resin. So as to just let me just have some of requirement in every quarter. So this is quarter wise requirement. Then man hours required will be your requirement into, so I will just have same for every others. So this is the man hour required, and it's given that workers capacity is 520 hours per quarter. So a worker can produce worker capacity is 520. So number of workers that we need to calculate is equal to, we need to divide this particular by 520, but we need to round it off because we can't have workers in point like 2.5 worker, we can't have half a worker. So I'll just round up to 0 place. Yeah, 520. I need to just freeze this formula. Now as it's given that for first quarter I will have to hire 212 workers, so it's just 212 into 20,000. That's given in the question itself. So it's a currency. In second quarter, what we'll do, we will compare equal to if worker required in that particular quarter is less than previous, then what we will have to do, then we will have to subtract and multiply that by 10, because then in that case we will be laying off the extra workers because we are chasing the demand. First method what we are doing is demand chasing method. We are calculating a total cost using that particular method, and then we will do calculation for level production. Or else if it is this is equal to this, then nothing, no cost will be there, we will have just 0 cost. Or else if required manpower is more than previous, then what we will do, then just same required minus this, then we will hire extra manpower using paying 20,000, or else just complete. Yeah, all these are also currency. You can clearly see that there were 212 workers in this particular quarter. In second quarter we required only 202 workers, so 10 extra workers were there, so we multiplied 10,000 by 10, so we got 1 lakh. Similarly for third quarter the requirement was same, so no extra cost was incurred or regarding the workers. And in the last quarter we required some 97 extra workers, so we paid 19 lakhs for that. So this is the cost that we incurred. Similarly, as we were just chasing the demand, we are not having any extra inventory, so inventory carrying cost will be 0. So what are the different cost factors that I will just add up here? Manpower cost, then inventory carrying cost, then total cost. Manpower cost, just the summation of all. Inventory carrying cost is 0 as we are not having any inventory, then it's equal to summation of these two. Hope so you got this part, like how we can calculate the total cost when we are just chasing the here we are demand chasing. So this is the first case. Now in second case I will just copy down the things which are common in second case, like man hours required will be same. Just copy it down. But now what we have to do, we have to find the average production, like what will be the average. If you just select all these are the requirement of different quarters, then what we get, average is 23750. So for producing 23750, how many workers are required, that we need to calculate. So if you are having 23750 as your production, as your tonnage requirement, then man hours required will be 23750 into 5. So this much hours are required to be produced in every quarter in order to have level production. The number of workers required will be, just we need to divide this by 520, as 520 is the capacity of one worker. Then what we get, 229. So I'll just delete it. This was rough work for me. So next, that now we need to check whether if we are doing level production, then we are able to meet the requirement or not. So we'll just find the actual production. Yeah, as we have decided that we'll go for level production, then we will produce average requirement, and we have calculated our average requirement was 23750. So actual production for the first quarter was 23750. So same is the for every quarter. So what we need to check now, whether what we have produced is fulfilling the demand or not. So we need to check whether what we are producing and what was the requirement. So we are well ahead of requirement, that we are fulfilling the requirement. And for second case, what we are producing and what's the requirement, and also we are having the excess inventory from previous quarter that we need to add over here. So if in case it was 21 over there, and if in case it was 24 and we produced 23750, then we can have excess that was available from first quarter. So although it was not required here, so let's do for other quarters also similarly, and we can see that whatever we produced, whatever excess was that was available after third quarter was used in the fourth quarter, because in fourth quarter requirement was well above the average level, but since we were having some excess quantity, we were able to meet the requirement. Otherwise, if it would have happened like 31 was there in third quarter and 21 was there in fourth quarter, then definitely we would have fell in short of quantity in this particular quarter. Like if you see, if I put, then definitely we are getting a shortage of, and if it's 2 1, so now also the average will be same. Like if you say the average requirement is same 23750 that we are producing, but here we are having a shortage of 2750. So what we need to do in that case, we need to increase our average instead of 23750, we will have to have some greater value, so that we don't fall short of any quantity in any particular quarter. So instead of 23750, then in that case we will be having something like 25 000. Then also we are in shortage. So what we can have, like, then also there is shortage, then also there is a shortage. So we need to just do yeah, so something it will be like 2 6 and 5. 2 6 5 will be okay. Yeah, so instead of producing 23750, we will have to produce like it will be okay if we produce 25000 also, because in 2, yeah, so something like that we will have to do and check. So that's the case. Let's leave it aside and do what was our question. So this was the thing. So we have calculated whether we are having a shortage or not. Now what extra thing in this case is that we are having some extra inventory with us. We are carrying some inventory, so definitely carrying inventory we will have to pay for it. So we need to calculate inventory carrying cost, ICC. That's the inventory carrying cost, and it's given 600 is the inventory carrying cost for a ton in a year. So as we are carrying inventory, as we are calculating things quarterly, so what we will do, we will try to calculate inventory carrying cost per month, per quarter. Inventory carrying cost per quarter is equal to 600 divided by 4, as of we are having 4 quarters. So for first quarter we are having inventory of 1750, so that's the cost, 1750 into this, what the rate we are having. So, and cumulative inventory in the second quarter will be 4500. So what we will do same again. So these are the cost involved in inventory carrying. So again we will just calculate all these 3 parameters. Manpower cost is equal to, as we are having 229 workers, so for hiring 229 workers we will have to pay one time 20,000 each. So that's the manpower cost. Then again now we will have to calculate inventory carrying cost. Inventory carrying cost will be this plus this plus this, and we are not having any last. So total cost is equal to this plus this. So clearly you can see what's the difference in cost for those two methods that we have studied or tried to compare. You can see that total cost for level production we are having something 66 lakhs, and total cost for demand chasing we are having 62 lakhs. So for this particular case we should go for demand chasing. So as you have seen, case may change because you are having the highest demand on the last quarter, so you have accumulated all the extra inventory and you have used it. But if it would have been in some other quarters, or if the fluctuation might have been more, then the situation would have been different. So you need to do the calculation work and just compare the total cost, because we need to compare in totality what's the scene. So in this way we can compare whether we should go for demand chasing or we should go for level production. So hope so you got a rough idea about how we can do the calculation of these two particular methods. So if you are having any other doubt, and if you are having any other questions which is similar to this, you can just mail it to me. My email ID is myelearninghub@gmail.com. Hey friends, thank you for watching my video, and I hope so you liked my video. In case anything you want to share, please put your comments over there, or even you can follow me on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is facebook.com/Navneet eLearning Hub. You can even put over there your requirements on any particular topic. If you want any lecture from my side, you can put over there. I will try to go through that topics and present my views on my lecture on that particular topic. Hope so you will be sharing your knowledge. Also you can do, like, if you are having any particular video like that, you can share with us on my Facebook page, so that I will try to put it over there on my eLearning Hub channel, so it will be helpful to others also. Main motive is to create a hub so that it will be beneficial for not you, not me only, but others also who are just searching for any technical topic. It can be any technical topic or non-technical also. We try to have as much as interaction with each other as possible. So just subscribe to the channel or like videos, so that we can have more interaction and you will be updated with latest upcoming videos. Thank you.